Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the weekly commodity podcast with me, Ravindra Rao from Kotak Securities. A super volatile session was witnessed once again last week with silver, after briefly trading above $30, fell vertically close to $26 before recovering. We had mentioned that although the breakout in silver seems real, one needs to wait for a few sessions to take a cue on silver's direction because it was more speculative in nature. We were right as silver came down like a pack of cards and ended the week with a minor 0.4% gain. Gold also witnessed volatile moves as it breached 1800, however, closed the week above the crucial level. Also, base metals formed good support at lower levels and have pulled back as expected in our last week's podcast. The best trade of last week was natural gas, which tested the inverse HNS target of 223, holding the support of 198 as expected and mentioned in our previous podcast. US dollar seems to have taken a pause after lackluster US NFP data. The American currency has started the week on a weaker note and a break below the neckline support of 90.95 in dollar index has given the shorts the edge to target 90.35. With US dollar in a corrective move, commodity might get support, especially precious metals. The major reason for gold falling below 1800 was US dollar strength coupled with rising US 10-year bond yield. The US dollar index jumped to a 2-month high and US 10-year bond yield to a 3-week high as the outlook for US economy improved amid progress on vaccine front, improvement in virus situation in some states and increased expectation of US stimulus. Gold holdings with SPDR ETF fell to June 2020 lows last week. However, support at lower levels came from increased expectations of US stimulus, loose monetary policy stance of major central banks, continuing surge in virus cases globally, and uneven pace of vaccination across economies. A duty cut by Indian government also improved the outlook for Indian demand. The volatility in silver that started with a retail buying frenzy has subsided as CME raised margin to curb volatility, while regulators stepped in to check speculative activity seen recently in equity markets. Silver holdings with iShare rose by over 3,400 tons from January 29th to February 8th, but outflows were witnessed over 700 tons in the last three trading sessions. On the fundamental front, both gold and silver is expected to be choppy unless we see a sharp fall in US dollar index. On the technical front, though, COMEX gold would continue to trade in a wide range of 1800 to 1880, and a break on either side might give a clear direction. However, in MCX, the active April futures contract has formed an inside candle pattern, which got confirmed yesterday with a close above 47,670. As per the pattern, the upside might extend till 48, might extend till 48,700. However, it will fizzle out if it goes below 46,660. So the upside target seems to be 48,700, which would be the profit objective as per the bullish candle pattern. In case of silver, although price witnessed a vertical fall after reaching $30, the bulls were successful in holding $26.10 on closing, as mentioned earlier. Having said that, 26.10, $25.70 has become a strong support zone, and until that holds, the price might trade with a positive bias for the week. On the MCX, price has once again moved above 70k after falling below 67,000. The upside might continue until 66,500 holds, but resistance might be seen close to 72,000, 72,500. Coming to energies, crude oil gained almost 9% last week and tested the highest level since Jan 2020. After a brief consolidation in the last week, the uptrend again resumed as Saudi's voluntary production cuts for February and March took effect. Also supporting price was a second weekly decline in US crude oil stocks to March 2020 lows. However, the upside remains challenged by demand concerns as global virus cases continue to rise, while mixed economic data from major economies highlighted uneven recovery. Concerns about Chinese demand are high as virus related restrictions remain in place ahead of the Lunar New Year holidays, when large number of people usually travel. Also weighing on price is the 11th weekly rise in US crude oil rig counts to May 2020 highs, which shows improving production outlook. Also weighing on price is the prospect of improving supply from Iran, as the US is looking for options to ease pressure on Iran. Crude oil may continue to trade with a positive bias owing to expectation of a tighter global market. However, we recommend some caution as market players may want more clarity in impact of recent outbreak and restrictions on Chinese demand, as well as OPEC's future production policy. On the technical front, MCX crude might target 4270 initially, and if it sustains above that, we might even see prices going to 4400. But as we mentioned, caution needs to be taken as a corrective dip might come in because the rally seems little overstretched, and a dip towards 4080, 4050 can't be ruled out. Finally, in case of base metals, we saw some pullback as mentioned in our last week's podcast. Uh, LME Zinc was the best performer with a 3.3% gains, followed by 1.9% jump in both aluminum and nickel prices. In other metals, both lead prices ended 1.4% higher, whilst copper closed with a 0.7% gains. The metals pack noted a mixed movement amid mixed cues on macro front. On a weaker note, prices came under pressure, tracking weaker than expected factory activity data from US and China, worries over demand lull from top consumer China ahead of upcoming lunar holiday, and gains in the US dollar index. Prices, however, pared all their losses to end on a higher note amid hopes of more stimulus from US. Signs of progress on vaccination front, gains in global equity indices, and a retreat in US dollar on Friday. The metals pack has opened sideways to higher this week, extending Friday's gains. The major factor that is supporting prices is hopes of revival in global economic health on back of expectation of US stimulus and accelerated pace of rollout of vaccination. The weak US dollar index has also supported the pullback in prices. For the week, the metals pack may witness volatile moves amid mixed cues on macro front. Furthermore, lack of cues from China later in the week due to week-long lunar holidays may also add to uncertainty. However, overall bias for the most metals bearing zinc may be sideways to positive, though fresh triggers will be needed for gains to accelerate. On the technical front, copper formed a bullish engulfing and has moved above the initial resistance above 618. If the bulls hold the support zone of 618, 616 for the week, the upside might extend till 628, which is closer to the recent highs near 631. However, a close below the low of the pattern, that is below 587.50, would call for further correction. Until then, we expect prices to trade with a positive bias. The pullback in zinc has reached the support turned resistance of 212.50 to 213. This would act as a hurdle for the bulls. Until that holds, a range move between 204 to 213 is possible. However, if the bulls succeed in closing it above 213, 214, the upside might extend till 217 to 218. On the data releases front, the week is relatively light with the US jobs job opening, initial jobless claims and CPI. Focus would be on US dollar trends, which might get affected by development related to stimulus talks, along with comments by Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Would be interesting to watch the precious metal moves as the technical setup calls for a continuation of the positive momentum. Be cautious in case of crude oil and wait for a corrective dip as the current rally seems overstretched. Base metals might turn mixed as China will be out of the markets for Lunar New Year holidays later in the week. Well, with that, I am signing off. Have a fantastic week and trade safe.